Welcome back to the TankSpot Older Raid Guide. My name is Eliana, and in this video, I'll explain the strategy used for One Light in the Darkness, the hard mode of the Yogg-Saron encounter needed to complete Glory of the Older Raider. If you would like more information or would like to learn more about downloading this movie, click more info on the movie information box on YouTube to head directly to TankSpot. Also, be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button to the right so you will be automatically notified as we release movies. You can choose to have any or none of the keepers assist you in the Yogg fight after defeating them. For One Light in the Darkness, Doram is usually the keeper of choice to be left up. With the rest of the keepers not assisting, you lose the following buffs and abilities compared to normal mode. A 30% damage bonus, as each keeper gives you an extra 10%. Mimiron's 20% movement speed increase. Freya's 20% healing received bonus. Sanity Wells, there will be none at all. Hodier's 20% reduced damage taken buff. And also Hodier's occasionally Ice Tomb saves. Tentacles in Phase 2 will attack twice as fast and cast 3 times as fast. With Thorum left alive, you do however retain a 20% health bonus, and the Immortal Guardians in Phase 3 are killable. The most important part about making this fight work for you is precision and teamwork. Your raid members need to carry out their assigned jobs and be prepared to deal with random RNG happenings, such as a Constrictor Tentacle right before a portal spawn. Apart from added difficulty, the fight stays exactly the same. For instance, you still have to kill 9 Guardians of Yogg-Saron close to Sarah to trigger Phase 2. Whether you dance around the clouds like our raid is doing here, or have your raid assembled at the entrance of the room is up to you. Cloud dancing does speed up the entire phase by a lot though, and you have a lot less AoE damage going out. Make sure to have all melee move away from a Guardian before it explodes. Failing to get out in time can very easily mean a death. You also want to try and avoid having raid members touch a cloud. While you should reasonably be able to deal with an extra or two, it's essentially wasted time and could be an obstacle later on, especially while you're still learning this fight. Your raid should always be moving as a group. In Phase 1, your ranged members will have to move together as best as they can so no one accidentally moves away from a healer and gets Sarah's blessing cast on them. In Phase 2, you will split your raid into an upstairs and a downstairs team that also always need to move together as best as they can. If you have a hunter or a rogue aboard, they should watch for guardians that receive the Sarah's anger buff and tranquilize them. When Sarah's health hits 0, Phase 2 is triggered. This part of the fight is all about targeted and efficient DPS. Of course, to stay out of bad stuff on the ground rule still applies. Your upstairs team should have the following priority system for killing tentacles. Constrictor tentacles before Crusher tentacles before Corruptor tentacles. Shadow Priest and Warlock should be rolling dots on everything they can possibly reach. Do take care to avoid death rays on the ground. From the time you see them popping up until they start moving around, you have approximately 5 seconds. That should give even your slowest raid member enough time to put a safe distance in between them and a ray. You can have anywhere from 1 to 4 brain phases, but with a bit of practice at the fight, you should shoot for 2 at the most. We send a melee team with a hunter downstairs. Assign a portal to each of your downstairs DPS ahead of time. They have to be ready at their portal as soon as they spawn. Each of them should also be assigned to specific areas of the room downstairs. You should aim to burn down the influence tentacles downstairs in no more than 20 seconds to give your upstairs team enough time to clear every mob up top without the annoying diminished power debuff from Crusher tentacles. You can no longer be targeted with malady of the mind or psychosis if you have less than 40 sanity left, but you still want to avoid chaining malady as best as you can. If someone close to you gets targeted with it, run away from them. Once your downstairs team pops out of the brain room, have a healer meet up with them to heal them, and then have them take care of nearby corrupted tentacles until they have to move back to their portal positions. Dispels, cleanses, and decurses up top need to be quick and thorough. You simply can't afford to have someone impaired in their movement or take a chunk of extra damage. Have healers or other people that are assigned to cleanse debuffs set up macros or keybinds ahead of time. If possible, have a Red Paladin in your downstairs team so he or she can cleanse Black Plague and Apathy off any unfortunate soul that took a portal but got a debuff at the last moment. Assign a meetup spot upon triggering Phase 3 so your downstairs team has the shortest possible path to the rest of the group. In Phase 3, healers should keep their back turned to Yogg-Saron at all times. We primarily have ranged DPS and dot classes on Yogg himself, while melee work on the Immortal Guardians. Depending on whether DPS on the Guardians or DPS on Yogg is lacking, we may ask someone to help out temporarily. Watching your sanity is of extreme importance as you can't just walk over to Sanity well and refill it. Don't chance it if you're low on sanity and keep your back turned when Yogg's Lunatic Gaze cooldown is up. Tanks need to be able to pick up any Guardian that spawns before it reaches the person it initially had aggro on. They should also keep Guardians at least 20 yards away from Yogg so that Empowering Shadows only heals the Guardians and not Yogg himself. As long as the Guardians die quickly and don't build up too much, it's a controlled phase that just requires some execution and communication. Thanks for watching this movie. As always, feel free to ask questions or add suggestions either on YouTube or in the strategy thread on TankSpot.com. Also, TankSpot donors can download all of these movies in high definition directly from our servers. Click the second link in the movie information box to learn more.